Hello, my name is Kurt, and today I'll be talking about another MGTOW topic. Topic in this video will be the reason why I didn't join the Army. Now guys, if you went to high school in America, you'll know that various military branches send over representatives to try to recruit young men for the Army. You know, you have the U.S. Army, you have the Marines, you have the Navy SEALs, you have the National Guard, you have the Air Force. All these different military branches just hand out brochures, and they try to talk about all the benefits of joining the Army, and you know all these things, how you're going to serve your country, this and that, etc., etc. Now, I try to stray away from political discussions on this channel, but obviously this is gonna pertain to it, to that, because the primary reason why I didn't join the Army, it's like, as a man, I feel this nature to fight. Just put me in a military setting where you get training, you learn how to shoot, you learn how to kill, you learn how to do various things. And military training doesn't only stop at basic combat. Sure, you learn how to fight, you learn how to do all this stuff, but you also learn different things in the military. Useful things. You could learn different things about the, technology. You could learn different things about firearms. You could learn different things about vehicles. It depends what you're good at. That's the thing about the Army, is that when you go into the training program, you complete basic training, and then after that you have a little graduation thing, and then you choose what you want to do. Whether you want to, work on computers, whether you want to be some sort of chef. You could even be a chef in the Navy, in the Army, and so forth and so on. So there's various possibilities, and everybody could find a spot. If you're sort of like a nerdy guy that doesn't have too much physical stamina and isn't built to be a soldier, you could go into the cooking career areas and stuff like that. But to cut to the chase, I saw a lot of benefits in the Army, and I have several family members and also friends of family that either served in the United States Marines, or one was in the National Guard, several were in the U.S. Army. I don't think there's any Navy SEALs that I know. Oh, I know one Air Force person. So yeah, I know various people that served in various different military branches, and they'll all tell you, it was a great experience for them. They wouldn't trade it for the world. They met so many cool people, and they learned so many cool things. But guys, I always analyze things on a deeper level. In my opinion, this country was worth fighting for maybe 50 or 60 or so years ago, okay? But nowadays, guys, I don't see the point. I am not going to fight for the Juden. Like I said, I want to stay away from, hatred and all political things in this video. But guys, I'm not going to fight for the Jews. I'm not going to fight for the fucking Jews, first and foremost. Second of all, I'm not going to fight for all the mongrels. I'm not going to fight for all the immigrants and all the degenerates that come over to this country and do nothing but leech off the welfare programs, commit crime, and pretty much overrule many places. While I was growing up, the particular neighborhood I was growing up in was, everybody knew each other by their first names and even last names, and you had good people. Good people, whether they were immigrants or not, they were good people. That's what I'm trying to say. But nowadays, the generations that are either coming over now or the offspring of those immigrants that came over earlier are just fucked up. They're fucked up. They have no respect for the country. They have no respect for anything. Just sex, drugs, violence, all this stuff. And that sickens me. So I will not fight for a country. I will not fight for these people. That's what I'm trying to say. It's like, when you join the military, you're expected to give your life for a measly 15 grand, give or take, at the start. You know, you're not going to get paid 30K or anything like that. A lot of sort of rejects in high school, or just people that really had no aspirations or were into drugs or had several different problems of that nature, actually joined the army because to them it's the easy way out. You know, they can't find employment in the real world, so they join the army, and then they're kind of guaranteed employment and living, a place to live and food and stuff like that. But like I said, the pay is measly. You know, you're signing away your life for 15 grand. You know, like, no, that's not gonna happen. Um, uh, Even if they gave me 30 grand, even if they gave me 50 grand, even if they gave me 100 grand a year to fight for this country, you know, 100K a year salary to fight for this country and defend all the inhabitants of this country, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Like I see the downfall of America, and I see the filth and the degeneracy around me. I walk through neighborhoods that were once beautiful, and now they are completely covered in graffiti. They are so many abandoned buildings, smashed up windows, crackheads fucking smoking fucking crack, like in pure daylight, while police officers don't do a fucking damn thing about it because there's no money involved. You know, you're gonna arrest a crackhead. What are you gonna do? You're gonna keep him in the jail cell for free, and then, you know, the state really isn't going to profit on that. You know, the state used to profit off of, you know, catching mobsters and catching gang members and stuff like that. So, guys, like I said, that's the main reason. Main reason I didn't join the army is because I don't see the point. Now, if I was in Poland, would I fight for Poland? Yes, I would. Would I fight for Germany? Yes, I would. That's what I'm trying to say. If I was in another country, like if I was in the places where my roots come from, I would fight for that, you know, because Poland is still Poland, you know, that they fight all these immigrants off, and then they try to keep their country their country. And same thing with Germany, like there's all these immigrants coming, you know, but there's people retaliating against that, you know. These people have balls, you know. What's happening in the United States? This whole diversity thing, all this bullshit is being celebrated, and they're saying, oh yeah, 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 you know, promote diversity and all this stuff. And it's like, I'm not going to fight for that diversity, because why should I fight for people who have nothing in common with me, you know? You know, I will not spill my blood for their blood when their blood comes from fucking fuck knows where, and my blood comes from a completely different other place. You know what I'm saying? Now you could say, oh yeah, you know, serving this country is a proud thing, and you know, you serve the country, you don't serve the immigrants, you don't serve the individual people. If you serve a country, you're serving all the people involved, you know? And the majority of people that I see in this country, and I've been all and up and down the fucking East Coast of the United States. I don't even want to bother with the West Coast, guys. If I went to the fucking West Coast, if I went to California and Washington and all those fucking liberal states, I would completely fucking lose it. I would completely lose it, and I would probably give up faith on humanity totally. But you know, since I'm on the East Coast, there's still hope. You know, there's still Tennessee, there's South Carolina, North Carolina. There's you know, certain places you could still go to where there's conservative, and it's still, you know, people still have balls, you know, and that's worth fighting for. But fighting for this country as a whole, it's not worth it, because you're fighting for everything. You're fighting for those fucking liberals walking around naked in California. You're fighting for these women marching, these pussy marches and all this stuff. I'm supposed to fight for these people. I'm supposed to risk my life. I'm supposed to get fucking blown to smithereens for these fucking people. Never gonna happen. Never gonna happen. And I don't expect them to fight for me either, because they're a bunch of fucking cowards. If battle broke out, if anything actually happened, they wouldn't fight. They would surrender. You know, they would drop on their knees and pray and surrender. So I'm gonna fight for a whole bunch of cowards. You know, it's not gonna happen, guys. So like I said, if I was in Poland, I would join the military. If I was in Germany, I would join the military. If I was, for example, of Japanese descent or Korean or Asian or whatever, and I lived in an Asian country, I would join that country's military. That's what I'm trying to say. But there's no way I'm going to fight for what I see, because it's not worth fighting for. It's a roller coaster that already reached its peak and is now completely plummeting down, and hopefully it goes back up again. But you know, it just might slam all the way down and smash into the fucking ground. You know, so anyway, guys, that's my little theory on it. I'm not going to get into the Jews and all this stuff in this video. I don't see it as necessary, but they're the ones pulling the strings, and I will not fight for those fucking people either. Because, you know, you're joining the military, you're getting paid 15 grand a year to risk your life for a bunch of fucking, you know, just Jews, pretty much. Because Jews run all the businesses in this fucking country. You're defending them. You're defending the rich fucking baby penis devouring fucking these people suck the blood out of baby dicks, people. And you want me to fight for them? You know, it's not gonna fucking happen. They could fight on their own, but they won't, because they manipulate others to do it for them. Wise play, but you know, the masses are waking up, people. Anyway, peace out.